Hello, it's the final Tuesday in March, which means that it is time for me to talk about my March favourites. How have you been? How has your March been? Mine's been okay. Productive in some areas, not productive in other areas. As usual, today I am going to start with a few TV shows. Some great shows have returned this month. Firstly, Robot Wars. I love this show. I'm so glad it is back on TV. It was gone for so long. It's so funny and fun. Also, Line of Duty returned last weekend. We're only one episode in, so I can't really comment much on it, but it's good so far. And also, Broadchurch is back for its third and final series, and we are a few episodes into this, and it is great. Far better than season 2. The final show I'm going to talk about today is Terrace House. This is a Japanese reality TV show which is on Netflix. It follows 6 people who move into a house together. I like it because it doesn't feel too intrusive. They can come and go as they like. It's not like Big Brother or something that often feels quite cruel, and it's very funny, and it's so interesting to see a culture so different from my own. I would recommend checking that out if you have Netflix. Now, a film, my favourite film this month is Beauty and the Beast, the new live-action adaptation. I reviewed it last week. I was quite worried beforehand, but I did really enjoy it. And also my favourite album of this month is the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack. I bought the 2-disc edition at the weekend after listening to it a lot, and it is so great. I do really love it. I would recommend that. Now, a clothing item. I bought this t-shirt this month. I think this is the only clothing thing I got this month which wasn't for cosplay, which is good because, you know, money. It's a Hogwarts crest in yellow on a grey t-shirt. I didn't have a Harry Potter t-shirt, but now I do, and I got this one specifically because I love the colours. Now, a live show. On Friday I went to see Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead at the Old Vic. This is only my second theatre trip of the year, which is quite unusual for me. I go through stages of going to the theatre a lot and then of not going at all, and I'm kind of in the latter stage at the minute. But this show was very good. It stars Daniel Radcliffe and Joshua Maguire. The scenes were quite long, but it was very funny, and it was interesting as well because it's quite an unusual premise. The play runs parallel to Hamlet, but it focuses on the minor characters, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. And now finally, for this month, a game. I have been playing Tomb Raider. This is the definitive edition from, I think, 2013. It's kind of like a Lara Croft origin story. I enjoyed this game a whole lot. I finished it the weekend. It's different to the games I normally enjoy in that the story is very set in stone. It's very structured. You can't make decisions that will affect the plot. But I enjoyed the story and I loved the characters. It's also a game that looks great and it's quite easy to play, I found. And I liked that there were a lot of different elements to the game as well, which stopped me from getting bored. You've got puzzles, you know, like raiding tombs. That was the bit that I was worst at. My Lara Croft was an appalling Tomb Raider. And then you have, you know, the combat sort of shooter aspect. I was much better at that. And then it was sort of also a platform game type thing where you have to get to a place by climbing over things and jumping over things. That was probably my favourite element. Yeah, it was a fun game and it was really quick to play as well, which I liked. After Dragon Age, which I could play for weeks and months, it was nice to just play Tomb Raider, you know, straight through. So those are my favourite things from March. I'd love to know what some of your favourite things are as well. And did you also enjoy any of the things I have mentioned? I will be back later on in the week, so I hope you have a great week and I will see you then.